It's a horrible week of picks for me. You're watching the NJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Hello, welcome to the NJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Atlanta Falcons defeat the New Orleans Saints 45-32, and as I said in the intro, thus ends a horrible week of picks for me. 6-10 in picks this week. It's okay though, because right after this video I'm gonna go into a cave and I'm gonna start writing some research dissertations, run some statistical analysis, and try to figure out how to pick games in the NFL, because obviously right now I don't have a clue. But for right now, let's talk about the game. Atlanta Falcons defeat the New Orleans Saints 45-32, and let me tell you this right now. We knew this was going to be a shootout, but damn, 45 points by the Atlanta Falcons today. Look, both of these defenses are not very good, okay? The Falcons have given up a number of points this season. Same goes with the New Orleans Saints. Although last week the Saints didn't let up that much, but man, that proved to be a mirage. For some reason, their defense is worse at home, and they could not stop the damn run today. 7 yards per rush for the Atlanta Falcons today for Devonta Freeman and Tevin Coleman, who are having the games of their professional careers today. Seriously, man, it was bad. It was so disgusting. This linebacker play by Stephon Anthony, by Craig Robertson, and by, what's that guy's name? James Laurinaitis, was some of the worst linebacking play I've ever seen in my life. And I know Saints fans, you guys like Stephon Anthony, okay? He's a guy that works hard, has a nice story to him, is humble and all of that. But man, this guy stinks. This guy takes horrible angles in the run game, in run defense, doesn't know what's going on, when running backs are going to cut back. He ends up, once Devonta Freeman's past him, he has the effort enough to, track him down, but it's too late. He's already ran for 30 yards. Again, James Laurinaitis, he just looks old. Craig Robertson doesn't look very good at all. The linebacker play today was awful. The defensive line, they couldn't get pass rush alone. Cameron Jordan is the only really good player on this defensive line. Nick Fairley is pretty good against the run, but against the pass, no. You just don't see it at all from Nick Fairley. Kasim Adebawale, where was he today? Just this whole defensive team for the Saints, man, it was a disaster. I will give props to Ken Crawley, who actually went up against Julio Jones today. This guy was impressive. He held Julio Jones to only about 13 yards or something like that. Great job by Ken Crawley, but Roman Harper was awful. Jairus Byrd was awful. The rest of the Saints cornerbacks were god awful. And you let up 45 freaking points. And man, that's bad. And you're not going to win any games in this league. A lot of you guys that follow this channel, you guys know Anthony James. He's been posting his power rankings on this channel. In week 1, he had the Saints number 32 in the NFL in his power rankings, and you guys trashed him for that. You guys need to reconsider that, because I think he's getting proven correct. They can't stop a nosebleed, and maybe they are the worst team in the NFL just because of that, because you can just put up points on them. With this defense, I don't know how they're going to put up more than 4 wins this year. I'm serious right now. This is the worst it's been. It's been bad in prior years, but it hasn't been this bad. This is bad. 45 freaking points. Man, this is a disaster, and there's no help on the way. Sheldon Rankins is a rookie. He's not going to come and fix everything for you. And then some of these cornerbacks, you're waiting for them to get healthy, but I don't think they're going to affect much here. I think the Saints defense is in trouble. I think this team is in trouble. Offensively, they're still very good, very potent. They didn't have Willie Snead today. He's going to get back. But man, how are you going to win games with this defense? This is a bad defense. And for the Atlanta Falcons, I think you're encouraged. I don't expect much from you guys this season. I had you guys going 6-10 coming into the season. You know, you're looking better than that. How much better, though? I'm not quite sure. You like the addition of Alex Mack. And, you know, the center from the Cleveland Browns now playing for you. He's playing really well in the middle, helping out your run game tremendously. You know, week 1, we didn't see it, but we're seeing it now. The running game was very special today. You question, though, is it because your offense is playing really well, or was it just because the Saints defense just stinks? But I think it was a combination of both. Julio Jones didn't play that well today, but everyone else stepped up, and the running backs, you saw, you know, the best tandem performance they've had, you know, together in the NFL. So I think you're encouraged, but I wouldn't quite fall for the banana in the tailpipe, as Louis T would say, because I'm just not quite sure how good this Falcons offense really is. Although you did win in Oakland last week, and that was impressive, but I need to see more going forward. You go up against the Carolina Panthers, so that'll be a great test to see, okay, how good are you? Are you good? We'll find out next week. And, you know, from there, I mean, that's pretty much all we have to talk about. Again, I'm going into my lab. I'm going to try to figure out how to pick NFL games. And Drew Brees, I feel sorry for you, man. And, you know, some Saints fans, they want to trade Drew Brees, or, you know, they don't want to pay Drew Brees or whatever. Look, if he's not on this football team, y'all might go 0-16. With this defense that I saw today, 45 points. Yeah, it's a little bit of an outlier, a little bit of an anomaly. But, man, you gave up 35 week 1. You gave up 45 today. This defense is bad. And the linebacking play that I saw today, again, one of the worst I've ever seen in my life. And I was quite frankly disgusted at the play of these linebackers, these Saints linebackers today. So there you go. What were your thoughts on this game? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. Peace.